Voters will head to the polls tomorrow, but many have already voted early, and state election officials say that indicates that interest in this election is high.
But I think it's beyond the issue of who's going to be the nominees. It really speaks to the importance of this election. It speaks to the concerns that voters have.
Secretary of State Bill Galvin says voters have very strong feelings about the leading presidential candidates, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And the numbers so far today show interest in this election is high.
Over 50,000 people actually voted in person early, and over 400,000 voted by mail. It certainly indicates also a significant interest on the number of unenrolled independent voters.
Just 9% of voters in Massachusetts are registered Republicans, but 60% are independents. And that's the group Republican candidate Nikki Haley had hoped to sway. Haley has only won one primary contest, Washington, D.C. With such a long shot, I spoke with her over the weekend about her plans after Super Tuesday.
Will you stay in the race after Super Tuesday?
Well, we've only had a handful of states, and I think that if you look at what we've done, to be able to get 30 to 40% is no small amount. As long as 70% of Americans are saying, I don't want Donald Trump or Joe Biden, we're going to continue to be an alternative.
On the Democratic side, while President Biden is the likely nominee, there's a campaign urging Democrats to vote no preference tomorrow to send a message to Biden that there must be a ceasefire in Gaza.
The issue here to me is simple. President Biden and elected officials need to listen to the people and not take voters for granted.
And Massachusetts is among 15 states voting on Super Tuesday, and tomorrow will likely determine the makeup of the general election. We're live in West Roxbury. Sean Scheibach, WCVB News Center 5.